for two women. Sisters. Sisters just popped right out. So we'll go ahead with Sisters. And this is Jill and Janet, and we'll see where it goes.
Alison, I feel we'll never get the party together for Grandma Lila's 100th birthday if you continue with your lackadaisical point of action, view, attitude.
Yes, because I've been so busy trying to plan her party and the rager that we're going to have the minute this COVID business is over. I want to do a mosh pit. Don't you miss that? I miss going to the mosh pit with you.
I do miss the mosh pit.
You know, we used to listen to Mega Sabbath Death and go moshing, and we used to go to karaoke, and we used to touch people. I mean, I've been trying to plan that.
Yes, but that doesn't take away from the fact that my job was to bedazzle the walker, and your job was to do the happy birthday sign.
I did the happy birthday sign.
Well, I came downstairs and my Aussie firefighter calendar's all cut up for the decoupage you were going to do. What am I supposed to do?
I made a beautiful happy birthday sign. I made it 6-foot letters so she could see it.
Oh, that helps.
And the bedazzling looks fantastic. You know what? I don't think we should squabble over this. I mean, I know we're kind of at each other's throats because everybody's been kind of feeling a lot of tension and uncertainty in these times, but we have to get over it. You know, I don't think it would be a bad idea to maybe take her out for her 90th.
100th, actually, 100th.
And so, you know, she's 90. So if she gets something.
100, she's 100.
Well, see, it's affecting my memory too. Just staying inside, being cooped up all the time. But if she's 100, it's time to go. Go out. And how old do you have?
I've got an idea. Okay, I was thinking I would do this, but maybe we could do this together. I know you were born 10 minutes older than me, and you know, you always want to be the one with the ideas, but how about together we can interview for the stripogram?
You know, she's always loved stripograms.
Yes, right.
And I've heard that there's like this place where you can go on an iceberg and people there are looking for work. There's a shirtless guy and a really cute girl that I think we could probably get them both to strip.
Fabulous idea. Fabulous. I'm loving it. And
Okay. Grandma
Lila would love that too.
Okay, why don't you put a post out about that and I'll go work on more signs.
Okay, and curtain. Thank you very much, Jill and Janet, and thanks for your suggestions, which coming through loud and clear. That's massively appreciated. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, he's down there in San Francisco slaving away behind a keyboard, and here he is, Joshua Raoul Brody, my old friend. Let's hear it for Joshua. Brian, you have to clap. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Good, Brian is there. Now, Joshua would normally be up here this weekend, and we would be doing a show at the Matheson PAC at Mendocino High School. And then on Sunday night, Joshua would be playing the Beatles thingy at the Fog Eater Cafe. So we are hoping that we'll be doing this again in November. I'm just saying. That would be, I think, November 13th and 14th or something like that. Yes. So long story short, we have a chance for Joshua to play a little bit. Yes, I know. Here you go. We have a chance for Joshua to play a little bit now. And what we'd like for you for suggestion, there'll be dancing accompanying this. We would like the name of a dance that has never happened before, never been done before, a dance that's never come about. You know, we had in the 60s, the frug, the funk, the hot jazz mumbada. How is that? The hot jazz mumbada. And ladies and gentlemen, this will be Joshua Raoul Brody accompanied by the dancers.
Keep those titles coming. They're all great. Try it at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Joshua, Raul, Brody, and Robin and the Warmanettes. There we go. Beautiful. I must say, Joshua, that was the Hot Jazz Mumbata. Very nicely done. Thank you. Once again, a big round of applause for Joshua down there in San Francisco. Very impressive with the hand dancing too, you guys. Very impressive. We really appreciate all the great suggestions that you're coming up with. This is terrific. There was a lot of them to look at for you, Joshua. I know you like to look at potential dance titles, etc. So there you go. For our next scene, which Mindy and I would like to share, we would like to ask for a big event for two people or for a couple or for a partnership. What might be a big event for, I see divorce, I see Trump's residence, shopping. Let's start there because we can't go shopping right now. So we'll start with shopping. So this will be two perspectives on shopping. I should have never let her have my credit card. Doris shopped from the time she could have a little coin purse. According to her mother, Doris used to go to the mall back in the day, and she would buy and buy and buy and buy. When I married her, she swept me off my feet, and I had no idea what was in store.
I love to shop, you know, and I love this support your local stores movement that's happening right now, because I love to support my local stores. My husband, however, he's having a sort of issue with it lately sometimes. He's telling me that I need to slow down. And I keep telling him, well, how are we going to support the small businesses if I stop spending?
Well, apparently a group of business owners got together and nominated my wife for Shopper of the Year. And then it was Shopper of the Decade. And I finally decided to take things into my own hands. And I wrestled our joint credit card out of her hands one day, and I hid it. I hid it in a place I knew she'd never look. And that was the closet where we keep all the cleaning supplies, because I do all the cleaning in the house. And I hid it there, and I put it behind a jar of Clorox. Weeks went by, and she was unable to find it. And then one day, it was gone.
The last time Charles touched me was when he was wrestling. I was trying to get that card out of his hand. It was such a delight. But he took it and he hid it, and it really made me not want to touch him for a while. But when the coronavirus came along and I found the card behind the Clorox, I knew what I could do to make myself feel better. And that was to do online spending. It was lovely. We've got all new sheets, and I found toilet paper online, so that was great.
Suddenly I was getting invoices from places I never heard of. One email after another. Places, oh yeah, Amazon, big deal. She knew places beyond places. She had places on eBay nobody had ever heard of. Doris was shopping in provinces I never knew existed. I was getting invoices from Brazil, from Iceland, from Azerbaijan, from Timbuktu. And then finally one day, it all came to a head. We virtually had a fight.
I moved into the garage because that was the only place where I could put all of my treasures that I'd been buying online. I told him I didn't need him. I said, you know what, all I need is all these beautiful treasures and your credit card. So we did a Zoom meeting and everything came to a head.
I told her I I couldn't live like this. I told her that once this was all over, we should find a way to separate. She pointed out that we had been separated all this time, but that hadn't made any difference. And I realized she was onto something. And I thought to myself, I know Doris's habits. I know how she is. I love her in spite of that. And so I decided we'd had to reach some sort of accommodation. It was okay with me that Doris was who she was. And so that day I Zoomed her back and she said,
honey, as long as you keep giving me your credit card, I'll keep loving you. Let's stay together.
Thank you very much. Thank you, folks. The story of Doris, the credit card user. Well, let's move along here, folks. We would now like to play a game that's known as the alphabet scene. And we would like on this one to have we'll start with a letter of the alphabet. And this is one where we'll start with a sentence with that particular letter. Then we go all the way around. I see T is the first letter I saw. So what'll happen is the first player will start with his sentence with a T, or his or her sentence, and then they'll go around all the way until they come and finish with S. We'd also like a genre for this scene so they can have something different to work with. So what might a genre be for this scene that starts with T? I saw a Western came up first. So why don't we go with the Western and starting with T and ending with S, and take it away, Dan and Ken.
Torvald, did you not know why we came from the old country here to this wonderful Western land? We came to build.
Yes, Eustace, I know. But I just feel like you've turned all the dusty and horrible places here into something that's no longer authentic.
Verily, I have, Torvald, but I want to build the West. I want to make the West. I don't want to roll around in spit and dirt and urine. I want to build it the way that Papa wanted it.
West does not need building. West just is what West is, don't you see?
Xerxes was the one who wrote, Torvald, that the West is to be built on the foundations of innovation. And why do you not see that?
You spend all your time quoting Xerxes when really we need to appreciate that which is here, that which we can love and cherish as the authentic West that everyone knows.
Xander, Papa Xander, who has spelled it with a Z, you remember Papa Xander, our father, he would be so ashamed of you right now to see that you've abandoned his ideas.
Always talking of Papa, aren't you? But you know, Papa always said you had a dreamer's mind. You were not able to accomplish things, you could just dream.
Busy hands make the mind work to innovation. I understand you referencing how Papa thought of my mind, but did I ever tell you how Papa thought of your mind?
Can you tell me now?
Do I just do it?
Exactly.
Fine. On his deathbed, Papa told me when we were going to the West, he said, "You're a good man, but watch out for your brother, Torvald. He's not got the imaginer's mind that you do."
God, I didn't know Papa felt that way about me. I feel so disillusioned and I idolized Papa.
How can you say that? Were you not the one who dug up Papa's grave to get his watch off of his wrist?
I never did that. I never did that. That was our sister, Jasmine.
Just because you bring Jasmine into this does not mean that she is actually guilty. You always blame it on Jasmine.
Kill me now. I might as well die after hearing this. It is too much.
Love will always conquer our family squabbles. Torval, I will always love you. I just sometimes have to bring your faults into light.
May I say, you are the only brother that I've ever loved as much as I have. You are my only brother.
No, you may not. And I only say that because our family lineage is getting a little confusing and I only have room for you, Torval.
One would feel pretty empty after such an exchange, I must say.
Precious your thoughts are, but adorable your mind is.
Quit your joshing. I don't need to hear that. I just need to know that we are going to go on from here to take care of this beautiful Western world.
So, what do you say? Shall we build the West together?
And curtain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, that was very nice music. Let's hear it once again for Joshua Raoul Brody, transporting his music in from San Francisco. Thank you, Joshua. Lovely. That had sort of spaghetti Western aspects to it, which was very nice. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to mess with what might be sort of a script. We would like to do some a movie type thing. This is a game called Cutting Room. I'm going to be the director, and we would like to do some sort of a thing. Here's my question. In this time, what would be a crime to solve? In this time that we're going through, what might be a crime to solve? We'll see a series of scenes that have to do with the crime. Stealing TP is the first thing. Actually, I see 3 in a row there. Stealing toilet paper comes up as a crime to solve. So we're going to go with that, and I'll take off stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we start in a back warehouse that is filled with toilet paper. 2 conspirators plot.
So, listen, sweetheart, I think we've got enough toilet paper here. We've cornered the market, if you know what I mean. We can really make a killing scalping this stuff.
I like the way you're thinking, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we going to get this toilet paper out of here?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'll say this. We'll have this city wiped out, if you know what I mean.
That's the ticket, babe.
Yeah.
All right.
Cut to the police department, where 2 lads of the elite of the elite toilet paper prevention squad are working.
All right. You know why I called you in here?
Let me have it.
Toilet paper thievery's been on the rise, and I don't know about you, but I know that my buddies didn't die face down in the mud so that I couldn't be able to wipe myself properly and have a good, clean rear area. Makes me sick.
So what's my role in this supposed to be?
Well, you know that you were the best toilet paper smuggler in town before we recruited you to the force. I need you to go back undercover and play the role of Toilet Paper McGee, the greatest toilet paper smuggler, your old name.
I'll go underground, undercover, under what auspices again?
I'd like you to also be under mattresses, under copper pipes, and I made a list here. Also under a vegan-friendly futon. I'm not sure what that was about. That might have been your request,
Cut
but
to
anyway.
the streets where the remaining members of the cast are rioting for toilet paper.
We deserve to be able to wipe ourselves.
No,
That's
no, I'm
outrageous.
gonna find some. Hey. Have you found any yet? Have you found any? The toilet
No.
paper, have you found any?
But look in that window. You see, there's someone stacked, three abreast. They're just mocking us.
How are we gonna get it? We gotta get in there. How are we gonna find some?
Well, it has a security code. Do you know the code?
I can figure it out.
Okay.
I'm a magician at codes. Let me get my little code worker to figure it out. I'll put the key in now.
Okay.
Cut to the back of the warehouse where the two toilet paper criminals are moving a large amount of toilet paper out.
All right, we got to load this truck up really quick. I think we're going to have to go out the back way.
I gotcha, Joe. It's all done. It's already filled up. We're ready to hit the road. Get out of here.
Yeah, we're going to have to ply them with a couple rolls to keep them distracted. You know what I mean?
I'm sure I'm gonna have to charm my way out of here if I see any cops, huh?
Cut to the
You
side of the
always
warehouse where the cops are arriving.
All right, so you know your cover, right?
I got it. McGee, right?
All right.
TB McGee.
Yeah.
TB McGee.
T-
And I'm gonna tie him up. Is that what I'm gonna do?
Do whatever your kink tells you to, but remember, I'm just a bystander. I'm your lackey. I'm your sidekick. Let's try and think up a name real quick here. Let's just call me
Sidekick. I want to call you sidekick.
Yeah, that too. I'll be
Cut to the
sidekick. All
top
right.
of the warehouse where the two British toilet paper grabbers are suddenly landing with parachutes.
We got here. We made it. Okay. I can see them. I can see it. Can you see it?
I can see something, but my emotions are so overwhelmed. I'm not entirely sure what it is. What are you looking at?
I think I find the iceberg size toilet paper stash behind the warehouse over there.
But what are those people doing? What are they doing, stacking it into a van? I hope they're taking it somewhere near us, but they look sinister. I don't understand. Why can we not have this toilet paper? It feels like it's our right as citizens of the world to have at least one sheet of two-ply toilet paper. I mean, I'm tired of newspaper.
Did you bring your fake shield? We can pretend that you're a British cop and I can be your sidekick.
Aha!
Suddenly,
Yes.
the toilet paper thieves, the British paratrooper toilet paper thieves, and the police all bump into each other on the back loading zone.
Oh,
Hey,
where did you come from?
Hey,
What's this?
What brings you here?
What are you here for, Copper?
I have an idea how we can work this out. Everybody take 3 rolls, unwrap them, and see that building over there? Throw them as high as you can. Just waste that paper.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
My idea had so much more murder in it, but I love yours.
Once we do this, we'll win, and then we'll be flushed with victory.
And curtain. All right. Thank you very much. The toilet paper thieves coming soon to a Zoom theater near you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to move on now, and this is something you might need from the store, beside toilet paper, something you might need from the store in a time like this. What might that be? I see vinegar. For some reason, vinegar is there. We'll take that. And we also need a page number, as Jill will be reading from her Kindle. She has one of Charles Dickens's books there. We don't know which one. What is a section number from chapters 1 to, how about chapter 1 to 15? from chapter 1 to 15. 14, I see. 14, straight up. So, ladies and gentlemen, this will involve vinegar, and this will involve chapter 14. Take it away, Jill and Dan.
I couldn't help but notice that you did not get vinegar today.
You don't know what a stupid girl I am. All through school hours, I make mistakes.
Cheryl, I didn't know you felt that way. I just meant that we needed vinegar and you didn't get vinegar. I was wondering if maybe you forgot, or but I didn't mean to bring your character into question.
Mr. and Mrs. Machokumchild call me up over and over again, regularly, to make mistakes. I can't help them. They seem to come natural to me.
Okay, listen, it's really nothing. I feel like we might be milking this mistake thing a little bit. I'm happy to go get the vinegar. I just needed it for dinner tonight because I was making us dinner, but like, do you really feel this strongly about it?
They know everything.
Okay, I really feel like we're getting hung up on the neighbors here. Most importantly, I want you to know that I respect you as a person. I don't care what other people think of you.
Tell me some of your mistakes.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow. We're really kind of turning this back on me. I feel like we're losing sight of the vinegar thing here. But if you want to know one of my mistakes, I cheated on my driver's license test once, and I wasn't proud of that. See, we're sharing.
What did you say?
That we're sharing, or I cheated on my driver's license test. Which one were you focused on?
That was a great mistake of yours.
Well, I mean, it's actually a federal crime because I cheated the DMV. But God, tomato. Tell you what, how about we go get the vinegar together?
They always remind me of stutterings.
You and I really have different perspectives on vinegar.
I said it was nothing.
No, you said it reminds you of stutterings. You know what? Don't worry about it. Let's just go get the vinegar together and I love you. Tell me how you feel about me.
I'm afraid I don't like it.
Bummer. Wow. Okay. Well, let's just get in the car then, and I'll emotionally work through this.
It's plain to me.
It's plain to me too.
And curtain. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming near the end now. We just want to remind people before we get there. Thank you very much. And Joshua's been playing in the background here and there, so that's very nice to have. We want to remind people that afterwards, if there's anybody who wants to stick around and say hi to friends or whatever, after the show's over, we have what's called the Q&A feature. We're learning all this. So in the Q&A feature, anybody can stick around, say hi to anybody or make comments or whatever. So we want to offer that to you, and we'll move on at that point. But at this point, we'd like to do a bit, and this is called Monologue Rant. And what this is going to be is a series of character perspectives on some event. So you're going to see the 6 cast members. I'll be directing. And the 6 cast members are going to be commenting on some sort of event that's going on. And what we'd like from you is what might be an event, big or ordinary, in our present situation. Something big or ordinary that they might be able to virtually visit. I see new POTUS, so that might be a good one. So we'll take that, and thank you, Nancy. So we see this will be an inauguration. This is January 20th, 2021. This is the inauguration of the new President of the United States. And we will see a variety of perspectives on this. And we'll go ahead, and whoever is ready can start, and I will do my best to move it around.
As Elon Musk, I feel like I've lost all of my power. If Donald's not around anymore, I'm no longer less crazy than someone else in the room. And now we have this other president who's going to probably take away all of my electric cars and the things that they're supposed to drive themselves, but don't really. I don't know what I should do. I feel, how shall I say, adrift.
Take it, Dan.
New president. I've been feeling that for a long time. Being locked up under quarantine makes you do things, think things. Makes you rewatch Escape from New York and Escape from LA like 60 times on Laserdisc. So, what president would be more kidnappable? God, that's a tough question.
Take it, Mindy.
Well, you know, the only thing that I really want in this new president is somebody that believes in the higher power of the Lord above and is willing to run this country in a good Christian way. That's the only things that are important to me. I mean, you know, people who talk and talk and talk about abortion, you know, and just all these different, maybe, you know, environmental issues and all that sort of thing. But, you know, truly, if we just believe in God, the faith is going to see us through. We are a very destined country that is very, very important, and I pray for it every day.
Take
our
it,
new president.
New president. Nice name on that new president's wife. I like that. But I'm telling you, we haven't gotten rid of this virus. I'm attending the inauguration in a full wetsuit with a snorkel and mask, hoodie, booties, and mittens. It's the only way that I will even go out in public anymore. We had the resurgence, the double resurgence, and the triple resurgence all the way through the fall. Yes, it did give us a new president, and I'm very grateful about that. But I don't see it being over anytime soon, no matter who's in charge.
Take it, Janet.
Woohoo! Quarantine time, baby! We got a little party going on. Get the TV ready. Time for a little Margaritaville. I don't care who's coming in. We just gotta get a party going. Okay, let's get those sausage rolls, trifles. Time for another little red wine.
Take it, Robin.
Now, I can imagine many people are partying and delighted about the sudden change in whoever's running the country, but I have to say, as the founder of Twitter, I am concerned. I've looked at the statistics, and despite the fact that Elon Musk is still using Twitter to wonderful effect, it also, I think that there's going to be a reduction in at least 50% in the use of Twitter, mostly people just going on to see the stupid things our previous president used to say on a daily basis.
Take it, Musk.
So, I've rolled up another doobie and I'm starting to calm down a little bit. I have to say that my wife, Grimes, and I, we had one child and named it some random series of numbers and symbols. I don't know. I just wanted to be different. But now that we're going to have another one, I don't know if we'll name it anything but perhaps Trump. Yes, I'll name it after my favorite president.
Now, let's see. Pence, very kidnappable. McConnell, totally kidnappable. Musk, kidnappable, but also just kind of feel like he'd be talking a lot. Although, I don't know, what is it really to kidnap a president? What are the criteria that you would even go for? I mean, first of all, it's like,
You know, I heard that Elon Musk smoked the doobies. And, you know, I know that marijuana is legal now, but I still am not a fan of it. It makes people go crazy. They get further and further away from the Lord. And I'm praying for the whole country right now. I mean, I look around me and these people that are running for president, number one, and the people are just so ignorant that are watching this. They don't understand that what we really need to do is just look up into the heavens for the answers, not on our TV screens. And not in
Robin.
I think to solve this problem, people need to look up into the Twitter sphere, and they need to try and find some answers, because I mean, I personally need answers. We've had some brainstorming going on, and I think that Elon Musk, we've run the numbers, and if he names his next child Trump and then creates some fake arguments, there may be some backlash in, I mean, a negative sense for most, but let's be honest, it's positive for us. So maybe that's the way to solve it. But
Take it, Janet.
Hey, honey, come over here. Come over here. I think I see Auntie Susie down there. She's wearing a snorkel and a rubber suit with a fur coat over it. Can you see it? Come over here, honey. Look.
Jill.
And the best part about this protective suit is that it protects you from conspiracy theories, crazy people like Elon Musk. It protects you against the worst thing of all, those God people.
Take it, Dan.
So I think the real question here is, first of all, can you kidnap the Drudge Report? And can you kidnap Twitter?
Take it, Ken Musk.
Well, I think there's only one thing left for me to do. I'm getting into my SpaceX rocket, and I'm going to Mars. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll go to Mars. Let me just...
And curtain. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was 6 perspectives on the next inauguration on January 20th of next year. Be mindful, we never found out who is going to become president, although we did learn a lot about Elon Musk. So at any rate, there you go. So ladies and gentlemen, we are now coming to the end of our hour, and we would like to thank, first of all, the fabulous tech meister, Mr. Marshall Downtown Brown, who is running this whole thing. Let's hear it for Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall! Yeah!
And then I'd like to introduce all the players while Joshua plays behind it. Let's hear it for Mindy Ballentine.
Yeah, Mindy!
Janet Atherton.
Yeah, Janet!
And Krauss.
Yoo-hoo!
Lemos.
Jill!
And Sullivan. And Robin Warman.
Rockin' Robin!
Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to thank the fabulous musician piping in his music all the way from San Francisco, Mr. Joshua Raoul Brody.
Yeah!
And Doug Nunn, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you
Doug!
very much. Thank you, folks.
Doug,
Thanks a lot. It's been interesting. It's been fun. We hope you've had a good time. We would love to do this again. We would also love it if this crisis were coming to an end abruptly and we were all walking away with magic vaccine tablets in a couple of weeks. But if that doesn't, we would happily come back and do another show. So we want to thank you all very much for coming. And we want to remind you that if you want to stick around for a few minutes and say hi via chat to anybody, talk to us for the next 5 or 10 minutes, we'd be glad to do that. So we want to thank all of you for coming. We've had as many as 110 people on this link here the last hour. So thank you. We hope that a lot of you were able to view it from home. Once again, thanks to everybody, including Joshua and Marshall. Let's hear it for them.